Right, hello lads and lasses, and welcome back to Boys Down Underwear. Today, Celtic are back in action in Europe and it is shaping up to be an absolute belter of a clash. Before we get into the preview though, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's free, it's easy, it helps support me heaps, and it helps us progress as we're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. But without further ado, let's get into it. So Celtic, like a large number of the fans, are set for a massive away day in Germany as Celtic take on Leverkusen in what is shaping up to be a very crucial Europa League match and a very crucial Europa League match day as a whole. Now, running into the match, Celtics have not lost a game for so very long. So long, in fact, that the last time Celtic lost a game was actually against Leverkusen in Glasgow, where we got absolutely thumped 4-0. Now, since then, however, Celtic have not even have won every single match they've played, bar a bit of a learning curve. Well, not really a learning curve, but a bit of a bad day at the office against Livingston that ended in a draw. However, Celtic have literally won every other game since the 3rd of October, I think it was, when we versed Aberdeen. Now, as for Leverkusen, they have been a bit of a mixed bag recently. You know, their form has not been the best, and so far, out of their last 5 games, they've only won twice, they've drawn once, and they've also lost twice. Now, by no means am I here saying this to you guys, telling you, oh, they're going to be awful, they're going to be terrible. But what I am saying is that they have not been consistent. It's very clear through these results, they have not been a consistent performing team. They haven't been consistently shit. They haven't been consistently good. They've been inconsistent, and a lot of inconsistencies in their games could have resulted from a number of injury issues, which is a lovely little transition into what we're talking about now, which is the injuries and suspensions for both teams. Now, Leverkusen certainly could be fielding a very, very different team to what they did in Glasgow. And honestly, that means it's nothing but good things for Celtic. Because for Leverkusen, they are currently missing Patrick Schick, Charles Aranguiz, Mitchell Bakker, Julian Baumgartlinger, and Timothy Forsu-Menash. They are all out 100%. They will not take any part in the match. Karim Bellarabi, he is a 50-50% chance of playing, as well as Lucas Alario. Now, Leverkusen do in fact, however, have a suspension that is being served in this match. Midfielder Kerem Demirbray is out. He received a red card against Real Betis. That match they won. I can't remember the score, but he is serving a suspension this match. So, as I just said, there are a lot of players out for Leverkusen, and it could see a very, very different lineup to the one that thumped us in Glasgow. Now, as for the hoops, and our injury news is very, very stock standard. You know, we've got Julien out, we've got Greg Taylor still out, we've got Karamoko out. We don't expect any of them back until at least maybe early-ish December. Then Rogic and Starfelt, 2 names that a lot of Celtic fans, including myself, are going to be fit and ready for this match, are very, very close, according to Ange Postecoglou. However, he said in his media conference he doesn't want to rush the 2 back because obviously, as we all know by now, the fixture congestion for Celtic in the month of December is absolutely horrendous, and it's going to lead to a lot of potential injuries for players, so we don't want to be rushing these players back while they're still niggling because we need them for that period of time. Then also Georgios Giacomakis, he is still out with the knee problem. Ange himself isn't very sure of what is happening with his knee, so they're going to get the team is going to get scans on his knee just to figure out what the extent of the issue is and what is actually going on, because apparently the physios are just as baffled as Ange is. Now, heading into the lineup news with these injuries concerns in mind, and what I'm expecting to see I'm expecting an exact lineup from the match against St. Johnstone, and I'll argue my point further on about Abada, because that will get a lot of heads talking. But, so we've got Joe Hart in goals, then at right back we've got Anthony Ralston, then as the 2 centre-halves, Cameron Carter-Vickers and Stephen Welsh. Stephen Welsh was another player who was in doubt because of the brutal elbow he got to the cheek from Sean Rooney. However, he's apparently all good and just said he's ready to go, so I expect him in the lineup. Then at left back, we've got Juranovic or as we all come to know him by now, Salt Bay. Then at CDM, we have Near Baton. Then moving forward, the captain, Callum McGregor. And at Cam, we have David Turnbull. Then up front, and the front three, I've got Abada. And you know what? I'm going to explain it right now. The reason I'm not picking Forest for this match is because I know we should be trying to win this match at all costs. But I personally believe that we should be saving Forest for the Aberdeen match. Factoring in match fitness, but also factoring in the fact that I think Forest is a lot better at breaking down Scottish teams rather than Abada is. Abada's still very young, he's very burnt out, and I think Forest does a much better job on that right wing in the league than Abada does. Then moving into the final two players, we all know who they're going to be. We have Jota / George Michael on the left flank, and then Kyogo up top. And into my final score prediction, and you know what? I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it, and I'm going to give the team the kiss of death, because last time I did this, we got thumped 4-0, but I have got a very, very good feeling about this upcoming match. Look, yes, as much as I am a realist, I am also an optimist. I can see Celtic losing, but I can also see Celtic winning, and I can certainly see Celtic drawing. Now, but I can just feel, there's that feeling in the air that an upset on the card is on the cards. An away day to Germany is going to be a memorable one for Celtic. And I know, like I said something very similar last time. I can't remember exactly what, but we got thumped 4-0. But forget that. Absolutely forget that. That this is a rejuvenated Celtic team. This team has got everything to play for. This team has got has got a very strong squad. We have got belief. We've got life. We've got form. We are consistent. We are performing great right now. And because I think the fact of the matter is, if we don't get a result from this match and Betis do expectedly beat Ferencváros, Celtic are going to the Conference League. Now, for me and you, that may be like, okay, a good run in the Conference League wouldn't be so bad for this team. However, someone like Ange would never take that. Someone like Ange would view the Conference League as something of mediocrity. And if I'm certain about one thing, I might not be certain about how this match is going to end up for Celtic, but I am certain that Ange does not take mediocrity. He wants the best. So regardless of the upcoming fixture lists, regardless of all of the factors, he wants this team winning. He wants to go out there and he wants to win this match. Like he said, he would never change his formation or his tactics to suit a different type of match. He will always go out and maintain his own philosophy, which is to attack, attack, attack. He wants 110% from the players, and I'm sure these players will give 110% heading into this match, because it is crucial. Like I said, if the results go against Celtic, well, we've guaranteed ourselves Conference League football, but that isn't Europa League knockouts. Now, obviously, Leverkusen, they are without, their injured stars and suspended stars, but look, they've still got such a class team on their hands. Moussa Diaby, first off, caused absolute nightmares for Celtic in that first game. Both the left and right hand flanks, he was an absolute nightmare to contain. You've got Florian Wirtz, the wonder kid. I can't say much more than that. He is a wonder kid. He pulls the strings for this Leverkusen team. Jonathan Tah at centre back is an absolute unit. He's like the Leverkusen's Cameron Carter-Vickers for me. And then they've got Hradecky in goals. And as we all know, Hradecky is a wall. He is an absolute monster in between the posts. And like we saw last time, a regular shot isn't getting past him. A good shot isn't getting past him. What Celtic need to do, or the attackers need to do, they need to be making clinical shots to the top binnage, bottom binnage, and they have to be out of the keeper's reach, because he is a very, very world-class goalkeeper. And I can't speak more highly of him. Literally, we're going to need our strikers and wingers, David Turnbull, they're going to need to have their shooting boots on, because if they want to beat Hradecky in goals, they're going to need to be clinical in front of those goals. And every single chance they get is going to have to be, it's going to have to be looking towards a goal, because Celtic aren't going to get that many chances. And as we saw in the first game, the chances we do get are going to get saved. So that's that. But in saying this, Leverkusen haven't been in form. Now, despite this, like I said, they have got a class team despite not being able to string a few good performances together. However, this could be playing in the psychological matter. And, you know, they're thinking to themselves, well, are we going to perform or are we not going to perform? Without the form, psychologically, it plays a big part in a footballer's mind. So this could have an impact on the game. But at the end of the day, they're all professionals. So they know what they're going to have to go out there and do. Because like Celtic, Leverkusen aren't guaranteed, you know, they aren't guaranteed Europa League, the first place in the group. And the first place in the group this year is so much more important than just making it through. But look, despite being away from home for Celtic, I can see Celtic dragging in a 2-2 draw. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I'm not 100% certain. That's what my head's telling me, and that's what I'm thinking will happen. But one thing is for sure, it's going to be an incredible game of football. The quality on show is going to be absolutely class, and it's going to be of such a high standard that I'm not going to be disappointed by the football on show when I am on the train, on the way to school, watching it live on a pirated stream. But if we get thumped 4-0, I will be very disappointed, but I won't be disappointed by the football. However, that is all from me. So leave your score prediction in the comments below. Leave your lineup prediction in the comments below. You can challenge whatever I've said in this video. I love a good argument, so remember that. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, hail, hail.